Welcome everybody, my name is Michael, and today we're discussing about the fact that Bitcoin investors lost a record $7.3 billion in a 3-day period. 7.3 billion in losses. This isn't about the overall market losing its capitalization, but these are actual losses that were recorded. And now trying to get into my vehicle, it's 100 degrees today. It is absolutely steaming on the inside. Let's get in. A little bit of a sauna here, that's definitely right. Guys, I want to thank you for joining in on today's video. We're discussing about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency on this channel. It's my day off. Let's celebrate and let's get into it. The news is not all depressing. So why is this big news? Well, it's a record breaker. It's the largest recorded loss by traders in history for Bitcoin. Over 555,000 Bitcoins were traded in a 72-hour period, most of which were purchased for a higher price. So many people lost a lot of money, and 7.3 billion is not a sum that we've seen before. This is a ginormous amount. Just a couple of years ago, a loss of a couple $100 million would be a crazy thing to just talk about. Now, the markets have changed, and there's a lot of people who are going to say goodbye to Bitcoin forever. There's going to be some people who are going to say goodbye to crypto forever, even if they've made money. It's just too stressful for them. Just like some stock traders, it's not the life cut out for them. That's okay. There's going to be more people who are going to get into Bitcoin. These are records being broken, but just as we are going down in the negative, some people are starting to call out that maybe the bottom is approaching. I don't think so, but you never know. So high hopes, but always be prepared for the worst case scenario. There's going to be many positive records that are going to be broken over the next couple of years. We just have to be prepared for them. We are enjoying the weather, and short-term holders have reached a spent profit output ratio close to that of 2018. What this means is short-term holders are at a loss right now, and long-term hodlers are in a period of deep capitulation, especially if someone purchased at so someone purchased at 69,000 plus and sold for $18,000. That's a pretty large loss right there, including the fees as well. That's a good enough reason why some people may get out of trading forever. And you might wonder, well, why are some people selling? Why not just hodl? I mean, it's Bitcoin. Well, they're overextended, unfortunately. They need to sell in order not to lose the house or their car or any other loans that they have to pay off. And unfortunately, either they took out a loan to invest in crypto, or they simply put too much of the paycheck in. Or they never paid their taxes and now they got a tax bill. There's thousands of reasons. Maybe they just had kids that were born and bad timing of it all. Well, there's tons of stuff that happens in life, and unfortunately not everybody wants to sell. I didn't want to sell. I sure as heck didn't want to sell. I remember this. I was in Switzerland enjoying my ski trip, and I saw the market crashing in 2018, and I remember looking at it and saying, I'm not selling. And a month later, I'm not selling, until I was forced to sell because I had to pay my bills, and by then it was too late. It fell down too hard, and I still didn't want to sell at that point. I only sold bits and pieces, and honestly, if I sold earlier, I probably would have been fine. But nope, I wanted to go down with the ship, and I did. Ultimately, I did. That's for certain. This is my one little relaxation that helps me kind of de-stress on days that I'm not working. Don't worry, kids. This is completely legal. We're over the age limit. We like to be a kid-friendly and advertiser-friendly channel here. Nothing controversial. That's right, nothing controversial. Ooh. Mama bird and Papa bird. There's some baby birds in my parents' house. Well, near my parents' house. They built a little nest. You can probably hear them twerking, chirping, not twerking. And they just left. They're feeding them. Yep. Now almost all wallet cohorts have massive losses. Anywhere from, I hate these little titles, but from shrimps, Bitcoin shrimps, to Bitcoin whales, Bitcoin sharks, dolphins, fishies. Yes. So whoever you are, the main losses came from wallets between 1 and 100 Bitcoin. Still very rich. I mean, 1 Bitcoin, if you purchased it at $50,000, that's still more than most people will have in their lifetime. It's absolutely crazy to think about. And then you're talking about wallets that have 10, 20, 50, 100 Bitcoins. Even at this point, 100 Bitcoins, 100 times $20,000. We're talking about millionaires here. And this is just in cryptocurrency. I'm sure they have other assets somewhere else, hopefully. If not, well, yikes. But still, very rich people who are just losing a lot of money. Obviously, the billionaires and the multimillionaires that have hundreds and hundreds or thousands of Bitcoins at their disposal, on top of all the other crypto that they own, on top of all the other assets and real estate and their businesses and family fortunes, these people are controlling the markets, and they know exactly how to profit out of these situations. Not all, some will lose all their money, but there's a fair amount that will get out of this, even with a recession. Even if we fell into another Great Depression, there's always going to be those who are making money when the markets are blood red. So a lot of analysts are now looking at the percent supply and profit. When it goes down to 40 to 50%, that's when temporarily Bitcoin will bottom out. So right now, a lot of people are either saying we're in a bull trap where everything's going up temporarily for a little bit before bam, it crashes down hard again, or we're temporarily at a bottom where right now we have gone up. I mean, a couple days ago we were at $17,000. Yesterday night we hit 21,000. Currently we're at 20,500. This is pretty decent considering the past week has not been that great, but a lot of experts are still saying that this is just a temporary relief, and we are going to be hit hard, especially when outside external world macroeconomic factors are going to plummet everything around us. Stocks, assets, everything. Crypto will also go down as well. So a lot of people are saying the weekend dip has not gone far enough, that overall things are going to get a lot worse. But if you're already hodling and you're not going to sell, it doesn't affect you, as long as you have an emergency fund and normal job and whatever to pay the bills. And if you're not invested, again, doesn't affect you. And if you're just beginning to put some money in Bitcoin DCA, maybe it affects you temporarily, but in the long run, you shouldn't care regardless. It is definitely good to take note of these things. I think every single day you should spend at least an hour of research and just looking at the crypto news and markets and what's going on to be educated on the situation. But no panic. I just wanted to thank each and every one of you guys for supporting this channel. One of these days, we are going to get to 10,000 subscribers, and that's going to be a monumental, astonishing accomplishment. I am so happy to share this journey with you guys, and now almost every single video is over 100 views within the 24-hour period. That was my first goal. Next goal is hopefully 150 views and then 200 views. Yes, there will be some outliers, some going way above, like recently this past week, some going way below, and that's fine. There's going to be some successes and some failures along the way. Number one thing, though, is hopefully we're able to get out of this financial mess and start investing in crypto again. I am pumped. Thanks so much for watching yet again. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Gentlemen and gals, goodbye.